70s. Highs tomorrow will be in the high 60s, maybe below 70s inland. On Sunday, highs are looking at 72 and mostly sunny. In downtown LA right now it's 63 degrees, also 63 degrees in Glendale, and in Orange it is 61 degrees. From the Southern California Toyota dealers traffic center, let's go places and let's get a check on the 405.
Indeed. Now, coming up from Seal Wholesale, Long Beach, all the way up to LAX, here's one entry. It's a fairly good drive. More, a little slow from the 110 towards the airport. That's about it. But something we're still trying to figure out, to be perfectly honest with you. Northbound 405 transition to South 110 in Carson. Driver allegedly lost control there, wound up going down the right embankment. So I'll follow up on that. If you're headed that way, just be careful. Now, some good news. West End of Crenshaw. This is going through Mid-City, LA. Had a similar crash, really, something down the embankment. But that's clear. A whole bunch of lanes blocked. Still slow coming away from the East LA interchange. At this point, with all lanes open, that's subject to the freeway. South 14 at Via Princesa. Always something going on there. Coming through the center of it. 3 drivers tangled, carpool, left side, at times all. So just be careful coming down from Dulce. And the, iHeart, the Warner Brothers exit, if you will. Eastbound 134 Mass Avenue. Somebody changing a tire. They're out actually changing the tire. Don't do it. Stay in the car. Call 911. FSB will show up before you know it. Please be careful approaching. Again, that's eastbound 134 Mass Avenue. KFI in the sky. Let's get you there faster and safer. I'm Jeff Broad.
Good things come to those who wait. And 31 years after Paul Ruffnack opened Ruffnack Volvo Pasadena, Volvo is now coming to Thousand Oaks. This October, Ruffnack Volvo Cars website opens, offering the same safe and reliable cars as our Pasadena location. So what's better than safe and reliable? New dealership smell. Yep. Stop in and see what's new and what's electric. And thank you for your patience. Ruffnack, it's that easy.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you. Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's California attorneys. 1455 Gracie Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
When your home has Sadie's guard dog protection, Kettle will send out a plumber with a 30-foot drain cable to open your stopped-up drains at no charge. Kettle Air Conditioning and Plumbing, GOETTL.com. We do things the right way, not the easy way.
Pizza party, anyone? Invite your friends and slice up the savings at Whole Foods Market. Frozen pizza is 35% off through November 1st, while supplies last. Prime members save an extra 10%. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Call Service Champions for an $88 precision heater tune-up or visit servicechampions.com.
KFI.
For stimulating talk.
An iHeart radio station.
Today, the part of Bill Handle will be played by Bill Handle. Find it at Handle Show. What do you expect? And now, here's Bill Handle. KFI, AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Bill Handle here on a Friday, October 21. Some of the big stories that we are covering. Former UCLA campus gynecologist James Heaps found guilty of 5 sex-related counts. He was acquitted on 7. The jury was hung on a whole bunch of them, but 5 counts, that's enough to put him away for a very long time. Kevin Spacey, not liable. Not liable in the allegations by Anthony Rapp that there was sexual molestation. And it wasn't a case of rape. It was a case of groping. That's not to say that groping is in and of itself, it's a fairly serious allegation. But $40 million, you broke me, I want $40 million. Okay? You come on the jury and you go, I don't know. And it was just a bully who said what? It was a he said, and the jury just thought Anthony Rapp just outright lied. And thought we know it. But I want to bring back a topic that I talk about a whole lot, which is so important to us, not only in California, across the state, particularly in Southern California. And as a matter of fact, it is probably the biggest issue in this mayoral race, in Karen Bass. You know, I want to throw some figures at you that I don't think you've heard before. Los Angeles has lost 8 times more housing than it has gained for the lowest income residents. I mean, that is an enormous figure. From 2010 to 2019, the city lost about 111,000 homes that were considered affordable for low-income households. By the way, affordable is defined as no more than 30% of the gross household income. So a family makes, let's say, $3,000 a month, no more than $1,000 a month to go to housing, and that's affordable. Of course, that went away a long time ago. So over the same period, 13,000 new homes were built, 111,000 were lost. That's a net loss of basically almost 100,000 homes affordable to low-income housing. Now I'm going to tell you about the weekly story of this whole thing. Stuart Gabriel, director of UCLA's Zig Center for Real Estate, says it's deeply worrisome. Shortage of housing that's affordable, and here's how he compared it, and I think it's a great comparison. It's similar to pouring a glass of water into Santa Monica Bay and then looking for a change. He says it's that bad. And over several decades, city officials have really relied on federal government subsidies to finance the housing projects themselves. Fed money disappears and virtually nothing gets built. And what developers get in return for their promise to rent lower-income residents is permission to build more units and sell most of them or rent them at market price, which is $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom in a good area, $500 a month in a sort of middle-class area, as long as a percentage of the building goes to low income, usually it's around 20%. So that's the way housing is built, but not even close. City planners acknowledge that completely inadequate. City planners, well, that's the way it's being described in Southern California, Los Angeles. Angelenos pay more of their income on housing, live in a more overcrowded condition, have the highest rate of unsheltered homelessness of any city in the United States. Hey, aren't we proud of you? We're generally number 1 across the board. Number 1 in taxes, number 1 in traffic. I mean, we're in very good shape. Number 3 in air pollution, which is a shame. We have to be number 1. It really is just about we're not number 1. Now, let's go to the mayoral candidates. This is Rick Caruso, and this is Karen Bass. And what is the number 1 issue that they're talking about? Homelessness, affordable housing. They both promise it. However, let's get some details. No, we don't have any details. But that's what happens when you run profits. You promise the moon, and you get absolutely no details. According to Gabriel, who is part of that Zionist Center, the housing plans that they come up with remain, I'm going to quote, something of a mystery. So Karen Bass has promised in her advertisement that she will keep Angelenos from losing their homes by building and protecting affordable housing. How? Now we really don't. Okay. Now Rick Caruso, who is not the biggest developer, certainly the most famous developer in Southern California, he has a building. And he built the Grove on Fairfax. He built Glendale Galleria. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. And he's saying, you elect me, I will build hundreds of thousands of affordable homes. Hundreds of thousands. All right, I want to come back and finish this up because I want to share with you you by advertising and what the hell it means, especially in this race. This is absolutely delicious. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Your station Middleton live in the Cape.
Referred to in the markets as a mortgage premium, and that has been what the British government did
definition to Pan-Africanism, the total liberation and unification of Africa.
We're hearing the names include Boris Johnson, who had to leave in scandal, and Truss replaced him. What does it mean for the party?
Yeah, the party is really in a kind of spiral at this point. They've been in power for 12 years. There's a sense of exhaustion around them. Ever since the Brexit vote in 2016, it's been riven by factionalism, and there's been a premium placed on ideological purity about Brexit. We are going to have had three prime ministers in the space of a matter of months, very, very shortly. And it's not clear that whoever the new person is will be able to unify this group. It's a very, very factional, unhappy party at this point. The only thing keeping it together is a sense that to go through this again would be totally ridiculous, and the pressure from the markets. They have to come up with a credible fiscal plan under the new leader, and that pressure will concentrate minds.
Do they have the public's trust, though, at this point, with the chaos, with political and financial chaos?
Absolutely not. That has been sacrificed. The opposition Labour Party has a huge lead in the polls, and if there was an election now, the Tories would be facing a landslide defeat. They would have a crushing loss. However, the election timetable is in their gift, and they don't have to call one until as late as January 2025. It's possible that one could happen earlier if enough Tories decide that their government is so kind of inept and so bad for the country that it's worth bringing on their own demise. But at the moment, we're not quite there yet.
So let's talk about what happens next. What is the process now to choose the next prime minister, and how likely is it actually that Boris Johnson would come back?
Yes, the Johnson word. So we have a very accelerated timetable now. So what happens is that by Monday, candidates within the parliamentary party have to have got at least 100 nominations to enter the race. That's a very high bar, and what that means is there's only a maximum of 3 to be in the race come Monday. It is possible that only one hits that bar, so we might know as soon as Monday who the next minister is. If, however, we get to 2 people head-to-head, Tory party members will decide, and they must decide by the end of next week. So come what may, whether it's early or at the back end of next week, we will know who it is. And as for who leads Britain next, Mr Johnson is definitely in the fray. A lot of people feel that he was unfairly turfed out for various misdemeanours, dishonesty, throwing parties during the lockdown era. They also think that he's a proven election winner and that he has a mandate because he was in charge of the government last time there was a general election. On the other hand, he's very, very divisive, and his chances of holding the party together are slim. So the only person to look out for is Rishi Sunak, former Chancellor, who's second to Liz Truss over the summer, fiscally prudent and from the markets. He's probably down to those two.
The Economist. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is NPR News.
And I'm your morning edition host, Suzanne Quatley, here with education reporter Kyle Stokes on this last day of KPCC's Fall Member Drive. It's your last chance to help us unlock a morning edition challenge. $15,000 is on the line, and we need your help. You can make a donation right now and be one of the 75 members or would-be members becoming members for the first time this hour in order to keep us on track, because the challenge goes away at 9 o'clock, so we have to stay on track here in the 7 o'clock hour of morning edition. Make that gift online at kpcc.org or call this number, 866-888-5722.
It is the very last day of the KPCC Fall Member Drive, and so that means that your time is running out to support the station and also get thank you, a special thank you, so get it on these
sweepstakes, but also it's important that we meet these challenges. The challenges are basically why we hold the fund drive. I mean, you can give at any point of the year if you want it, but you cannot give, and your gift will not go as far outside the confines of these drives. That's why hitting these challenges are so essential. It's not worth $5 a month or $10 a month. It's worth $15,000 is the challenge from Tim Whalen of Santa Monica. So step up. Time of the essence. Call us now. 866-888-5722 or kpcc.org.
Another of the $5 Friday thank you gifts that we have that's normally available at a higher per month giving level is the KPCC member bottle. You can enjoy your cold beverages in this 22-ounce insulated bottle. It's sturdy, it's handsome, it's got the KPCC headphones logo on it. It proudly declares that you are a KPCC member, and extra added bonus, the sturdy metal top has a sturdy metal handle attached to it, so you can carabiner it to your backpack, or you can just tote it along there with the handy handle. 866-888-5722 is the number that you can call and pick up any of the thank you gifts that we're offering at various giving levels, or you can check them out for yourself. See a full color picture online when you make that gift at kpcc.org.
We really do have to pick up the pace here. It's the final day of the membership drive, and we're seeing a trickle, but we need to open the kind of valve here a little bit here and have a little bit more input. And that means we need you to call. That means we need you to call, think about upgrading your membership, think about making a one-time gift to KPCC, and especially to those of you who have just come into the position where it's like, yes, I can give for the first time. Now is the time. Get in on this challenge. Get in on the iPad sweepstakes. Get in on these $5 Friday gifts. 72 now to go. So call us 866-888-5722 or kpcc.org.
Be one of the 72 members or people becoming members for the first time to help us unlock this challenge here in the 7 o'clock hour of Morning Edition. We really rely on you because member support, your support, Morning Edition listener support, I can't just tell you how important it really is.
So the sets were neat. Of course, leaving out this was complete crap. But that's typical politics. And so even a negative story, you just take out those little bits and pieces, and what do you have? Okay, this is what you have. You have politics. So, Rick Caruso says, I'll build hundreds of thousands of affordable homes. When asked how you can do that, no idea. Now, city planners are a little bit more reasonable. They say the city's going to do better, maybe building 62,000 units of affordable housing for either low-income or moderate-income households over 8 years. 62,000 over 8 years, not hundreds of thousands. And 3/4 of the city's needs for affordable housing are going to be unmet. There's no way it's going to be built. It's just impossible. And it's tough, and it's getting tougher and tougher. So how are they going to deal with the city? We're going to ramp up reliance on incentives. I mean, we're going to give the developers more incentives, and this is why you're going to see. This is why the ADUs are being built. The additional little units on plots of land under lot. You can have a single-family home and it's zoned for single-family. Normally, let's say a piece of land would allow 8 units. Say you have small builders. You're going to put 8 units that you're allowed to have with apartment buildings. 8 units per building. Well, how about 12 now? Because we want more housing. And still, with all that, guess where the city's going to get most of its money for these incentives, because they're also subsidized. Federal, state, local subsidies to finance construction on all of this. As long as the housing is all moderate, all low income, then the money just goes in. But you also have to understand that low income homes means low income period to the developer. But wait a minute, there's more for the commercial. There's more. If you sign up right now, you're going to get 6 free steak knives. We'll double the order. So here is what's going on. The argument is we're not making enough money on low income. So let's do something like Section 8, where the government, in fact, subsidizes, and usually when the government does, you don't have to worry about evicting anybody because that is sort of guaranteed money. Going back to 2010, census data shows about 320,000 of these dwellings considered affordable to low-income households, low-income up to $42,000 a year. I don't know what the population is, $22,000 a year up in California. And that's about $20 an hour. So I don't know how you pay rent and you live, not even comfortably. By 2010, about 110,000 of the dwellings that were affordable for low income were gone because the prices had gone up, the rents had gone up. So why? How come they've gone up so dramatically, far more than the inflation? Well, the blame is, for the most part, gentrification. You take neighborhoods, and I remember being in New York. There was a period of time when if you go up to 110th Street, you go into the Harlem area, and you had these burnt-out buildings. The city of New York would sell you for $1, if you buy that building. Guess what? In gentrifying, the gay community started first. Now, you're going to pay a fortune for those homes. Gentrification. And that's very well liked in his district. So they're going to put together a recall in his district, and he's going to win overwhelmingly. And that's going to be a major problem for the city of Los Angeles. And the next mayor, whether it's Rick Caruso or Karen Bass, they're going to have to deal with it. But right now, a year from tonight, Karen Bass or Rick Caruso will be the new mayor of the city of Los Angeles. City's so nice, they named it twice, or that's enough. All right, Stephanie, you have moved into a new home with your girlfriend, is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
And this is a girlfriend you had in high school?
Yeah.
And she blew you off, or you blew her off, and don't say it was mutual?
I think I got blown off, but it was one of those things where it was like, oh yeah, she was in college. It became like a long distance thing. So it was just, she had her own thing going on, and I had my own thing going on.
She blew you off?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever blown a chick off?
I don't think so.
I'm in the same boat, bud. I'm in the same boat, man. Look, so you now live with her in a house that her dad built, or her grandfather built?
Her grandfather.
Her grandfather built the house that you're living in right now.
Yes. Yes.
And he's 89?
He just turned 89 today.
Really? Happy birthday. That's kind of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. What's his name? His name is what?
Eric Ferrelli.
Eric Ferrelli.
Yep.
Italian guy.
Yeah.
Any hyphen in his name?
No hyphen.
Just a good old-fashioned conservative.
Absolutely.
Right, traditionalist.
Yeah.
All right. They don't make it like that anymore, man. And is he still with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. 89 years old. And where does he live?
He's in Torrance, actually.
And he built a house from scratch that you live in right now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
He had a construction company, and he built the house that we're in now. So like everything there is.
I can't do the math. So are we doing 1940s?
Probably 1950s.
50s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What kind of house is it? What kind of decor, or is it a Renaissance, New Age? Is it Tudor?
Just modern. Yeah.
Modern. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's wild, man. Does he want to live with you still? I mean, does he want to move back in?
Oh no, he's still with his wife.
How old is his wife?
I think she's
34?
A little bit younger. A little bit younger. I think she's like in her 80s as well.
Is that his first wife?
Yep.
And they've been married for how many years?
Probably. I would imagine close to like 35, 40 years.
I bet it's more than that.
Probably more. Yeah.
He's 89.
Yeah.
It's only 40 years. He got married as a 50-year-old? No way. He's a traditionalist, man. I bet he's married 60 years.
They've been together for a long time.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Is he coming out to Morongo?
He wanted to, but he can't.
Gambler, right?
Yeah.
Horse guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood Park guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that chap. I know those guys. I grew up with those guys.
Yeah.
I grew up with the older guys that go to Hollywood Park. And the nice thing about going to a track
and especially Hollywood Park, Santa Anita, Del Mar, Los Al, is that if everybody you run into, the older guys, they all have incredible stories, right? Because they're survivors. You know, they're gamblers, they're drinkers, they're womanizers, and they've all survived.
They live through a lot.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Especially the older black guys. I've never met a black guy who's over age 50 who is not the funniest guy at the table.
True.
Never in my life, man. Once a black guy makes it through 55, 60, maybe 60, and he's a gambler, he's at the track, or he's at a poker table, or he's at a casino, he's the funniest guy at the table. Everyone backs down, and he tells a million stories, and you just laugh all night long. One of the great benefits of being a degenerate gambler is running into old black guys who are hysterical. All right. Tom Brady is comparing the NFL to World War II? What?
I almost look at like a football season like you're going away on deployment.
Really? Really? Anybody's ever been deployed? Agree with that?
I almost look at like a football season like you're going away on deployment.
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Like
man,
you
here I
would
go.
know.
Yeah, right, exactly. Isn't that wild that somebody would say that? Yeah, it's like, well, you know, in the trenches in World War II and being in Tampa on a boat and throwing the trophy to Gronk. Kind of the same thing, right? Kind of the same thing.
I almost look at like a football season like you're going away on deployment.
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah. I wish John McCain was alive, so they could ask John if that was, if they have similar, if that was accurate. Yeah, similar backgrounds. Let me see, I was at the Hanoi Hilton as a prisoner of war for, I don't know, it was 7 or 8 years? How long was he a prisoner of war? I'm embarrassed I don't know that number. I want to say it's closer to 7 years. Maybe it's 5 or 6, but I thought it was 7. But we'll find out.
man, here I go again. And there's only one way to do it. And I think, Jim, we've talked from time to time just about how do you enjoy the certain moments of it, you know? And the reality is you can really only be authentic to yourself, right? Whatever you may say, oh man, I want to, you know, make sure I spend a little more time doing this, you know,
5.5 years.
the season.
Yeah.
The reality is
but who said 5.5 years?
Me,
Angel Martinez.
I will wait until you finish.
Okay, that's right. 5.5 years. POW for 5.5 years. In horrible, horrible circumstances, horrible surroundings, injured, without the proper medical care, shot down out of the sky, held for 5.5 years. And Tom Brady said, what?
I almost look at like a football season like you're going away on deployment.
Really?
I almost look at like a football season like you're going away on deployment.
God, I wish John McCain was alive, right?
He did come back the next day and apologize at a press.
I totally understand that.
So
I totally
just
get
about
it.
to say that.
I totally get it. I 100% understand that.
You know, and let's not forget the pay scale either.
Yeah, pay scale, right. John McCain cleaned up, and Brady's just getting by. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Or did I have that reversed? Something like that. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm deployed. I'm playing the NFL. Get out of here. Stop busting my balls. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640, heard ever in the iHeart Radio app. More now with Crows at KFI's 24-hour newsroom.
A jury's been selected and will return to court in L.A. Monday for opening statements in the latest sexual assault trial for former film producer Harvey Weinstein. The controlling Conservative Party in Britain says it wants to put a new prime minister in place within a week after Liz Truss resigned yesterday. Former PM Boris Johnson is on the short list. And a 9-foot bronze statue of Emmett Till's been unveiled in Greenwood, Mississippi. Black 14-year-old was kidnapped and killed by white men in 1955 for allegedly whistling at a white woman. We'll check the 5. Freeway next.
All right, let's talk about legal docs, right? Yes, you got your legal docs. You got to get your life in order. So when you do leave, your loved ones are not going to have to pay a lot of money and wait around for decisions on how to break up the estate. Please do yourself a favor. If you love the kids, the grandkids, the nephews, all that stuff, please get your life in order on paper. Go to legaldocsbyme.com. I'm going to give you a number here to call them shortly. You phone them up, and then they have your order ready within 48 hours. Then they're going to send it to you by FedEx, and complete instructions on how to fill it out and how to execute it, and then you're good to go. You're going to sleep better at night knowing that your kids and your grandkids and the people your heirs, right? You have a dough or a house or whatever. But maybe you do have a house, and you want to protect that. You don't want the government coming in and taking that those investments from you, especially when your family is hurting, that you're no longer around. You've got to call legal docs right away. You're going to save thousands of dollars, right? They're not lawyers. They're legal document assistants. They're registered and regulated with the state of California. We get great feedback on this company as well. KFI listeners are going to save 10%. So phone them up, just dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say legal docs. Pound 250 legal docs. No lawyers, save money by legaldocsbyme.com.
Digital crash in Sun Valley.
This one's on the 5, making your way along that northbound side coming up on Brantford. They're clearing the track out of the left lane. Delays loading up away from Sheldon. That stall in Westminster is just really jamming up the 405 northbound. It's at Golden West, blocking the left lane. And delays are just jammed out of Costa Mesa, getting away from Fairview. Let's look at the Tunnel Pass. It is not an easy drive. 15 northbound, slammed off at the 210. Delays all the way to the 138. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Hey, this is Kennedy, three-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindster.com.
On Sunday, the Chargers meet the Seahawks in what will be a game-time decision for Keenan Allen. He injured his left hamstring in Week 1 against the Raiders. The Rams are in their bye. The Lakers brought in former King and Rocket Maurice Harkless for a free agent workout as they continue to try to find some depth. San Jose State football player and freshman running back Camden McBride was struck and killed on a scooter today by a school bus in Kansas. I'm Frank Aaron.
Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop today and save big. Blindster.com. This report is sponsored by the School of Continuing Studies at the University of Redlands. The School of Continuing Studies at the University of Redlands believes that enriching purpose educational opportunities should be available to all. Our classes are 100% online and flexible. Get started today and contact us at 909-748-8868.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used.
Fire then led to a water crisis. A few miles northwest of Las Vegas, the Gallinas River rushes over a diversion channel.
Do you want to go down there and see it?
Damian Maestas with the Public Works Department explains water is pumped from here to a treatment facility downstream, and then to the reservoirs that supply the city's drinking water. But the Gallinas runs right through the burn scar left by the fire.
As you can see here, we got this netting here to catch the debris.
Like charred branches and vegetation, but the river is still cloudy with ash.
Our water treatment plant is only able to treat almost near perfect water. And it was never designed for this kind of contaminants that are in the water now to burn.
Mayor Trujillo says the city of Las Vegas needs an entirely new water treatment system.
How do we replace, $200 million of infrastructure?
He's been lobbying for the feds to help because, well, they started the fire.
To me, the insult is that it was man-caused.
The Forest Service says its main mistake was not updating burn models to account for drought conditions, and it's recommended some new, stricter rules for the future use of prescribed burns.
Even as the scientists that study forest ecology and fire science are saying, this is urgent. It's urgent because we're going to lose communities.
Michael Lara is a lawyer with Stanford's Climate and Energy Policy Program. He says climate change makes prescribed burning trickier to get right, but also more necessary. Without it, Lara says we can only expect wildfires to get larger and more destructive. And there's another paradox here.
If there's a prescribed fire and it goes wrong, someone's in trouble.
in this case, the federal government, which is on the hook for billions in recovery costs.
But no one in the Forest Service gets in trouble when there's a wildfire that destroys communities and destroys a landscape. And the fire really occurs because of the lack of management of that landscape over decades.
So there's a penalty for preventative action that in rare cases can go awry, but no penalty for a failure to act.
We're stuck in a negative feedback loop.
Bill Tripp is Natural Resources Director for the Karuk tribe in California. He says the Forest Service is working under a backwards incentive structure.
In a major way, because if you're looking at everything from a perspective of what you may, on an outside chance, be viable for,
then you'll make choices that protect your bottom line rather than the health of the forest. Tripp and Mara agree more federal resources are needed for prescribed fire, not fewer. But that's a hard sell in northern New Mexico. Mayor Luis Trujillo expects it will take a decade for Las Vegas's water supply to recover. He says the rural mountain communities that burned will never be the same.
That's not right. It's just not right to say, well, we're sorry, this was the 1.whatever% that got out of it. I don't care about the other ones that have been controlled. I care about the one that got out of control.
After what happened here, it's hard for Trujillo to see any place for prescribed fire and forest management. In Las Vegas, New Mexico, I'm Savannah Marr, Marketplace.
This final note on the way out today, in which inflation hits Halloween. Saw this on Axios this morning. Candy price increases 2021 to 2022. Skittles up 42% year over year, which I just don't get because Skittles are way overrated. Starburst up 35%, also overrated. Snickers up 14%. Reese's, the best candy, up 13%.
Marketplace is supported by Progressive Insurance with Snapshot. Learn more about Snapshot at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents. And by ReliantWest, protecting the largest companies against cyber attacks. ReliantWest combines open XDR technology with security expertise to make security possible. ReliantWest.com. And by Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
All right, we're out of here, but of course not without your moment of economic context. Just getting back from what Catherine and Lynette and I were talking about, the strength or maybe lack thereof of this economy. Well, I don't know how many times we've said it, a zillion perhaps, that consumers and our spending are basically everything. Here's a data point for you. American Express said today spending by its cardholders in the third quarter up 21% year over year. Our theme music was composed by PJ Lederman, Marketplace's executive producers Nancy Fargal, Neil Scarborough's vice president and general manager. I'm Kyle Risdell. We will see you Monday. Everybody have yourselves a great weekend, all right?
Hello, my name is Yarrow Lutz. I'm a longtime listener of KPCC. Every year during these drives, I think about giving, but every year I make excuses. I'm too broke, they don't really need me, I'm too busy, I'll do it later, I'll do it tonight, but then later never comes. Until now, I've completely run out of excuses. The information is just too important to me, and now more than ever before. I truly need it. I realize that giving is actually in my best interests. And I pay for content on my TV, so why not radio? I listen every single day, and even $1 or $2 is enough to support quality programming that truly means something to me. Thank you, KPCC. I love you guys. And please, everyone, get online at kpcc.org and give today. No more excuses. And if you're listening now, then chip in now. Now is the time.
Yeah, now's the time, and here's the number, 866-888-5722, kpcc.org, and now's got to be the time, David Wagner, because we've got a lot of now left.
That's right, we need 12 more members in the last 5 minutes of this member drive.
We've made some great progress. Let's cross this finish line. We are going to need a groundswell of support here, to be honest. 12 members to go in less than 5 minutes now. That's a lot faster of a pace than we've been seeing so far this hour. Can we make it? Yes, we can, but we need you to be part of it. We need you to rally right now. If you start the process online, it counts. If you make the call right now, it counts. Again, $10,000. This is money that's been put up by Audrey George and Kurt Knudsen of Los Angeles. All of that $10,000, though, goes away unless we hear from enough members. We are down to 11 members to go right now. We are getting there, but we are not close enough for comfort right now. 11 members to go with the clock ticking. kpcc.org, 866-888-5722. 866-888-5722. The clock is definitely ticking. 11 new and renewing members to go now. Connor DeLay in Stanton says KPCC has been a vital news source for me since I first came to California. Happy to do my part to support.
Listen, since Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to power in 2014,
Ishan Gunn, New Delhi. A U.S. citizen is admitting responsibility for the death of teenage motorcyclist Harry Dunn in a case that caused a diplomatic spat between the U.S. and British governments, and Sokolis pled guilty in the Old Bailey court in London via video link for causing his death by careless driving. Dunn, 19, died following a crash outside a U.S. military base in Northamptonshire in August of 2019. Sokolis, who was employed by a U.S. intelligence agency and fled Britain, is to be sentenced by the end of November. Kate Fisher reports.
And Sokolis, who turned out at RAF Croughton in Northamptonshire and driven on the wrong side of the road for over 20 seconds before she hit Harry Dunn, who was riding his motorbike on the correct side of the road. She had diplomatic immunity asserted on her behalf by the US administration and left the UK 19 days later. An extradition request for her to be brought to the UK was rejected by the US government, causing tension between the two countries. The guilty plea from the Sokolis brings a legal resolution to the Dunn family. Kate Fisher, Washington.
Elon Musk plans to lay off most of Twitter's workforce if and when it becomes the owner of the social media company. This according to a report by the Washington Post, which says Musk told prospective investors of his Twitter purchase that he planned to cut more than 75% of the San Francisco-based Twitter's employees base of 7,500 workers, leaving the company with a skeleton crew. A coalition of Oakland residents and housing activists are to be demonstrating at this hour at the site of a proposed Home Depot, demanding it be used for housing instead. The site on Broadway in Pleasant Valley between Piedmont and Rockridge is considered prime real estate. Organizers say 2 previous surveys show residents in the area want housing and ground floor retail to be built, not a Home Depot. Partly cloudy and windy tomorrow in the San Francisco Bay Area with highs in the upper 60s around the day. Inland it will be cloudy and then clearing by the afternoon with highs in the low 70s with a 50% chance of rain. In the central San Joaquin Valley tomorrow, partly cloudy with highs in the mid 70s. Mostly cloudy in Los Angeles with a 25% chance of rain tomorrow with highs in the upper 60s.
Join KPFK for a special movie night on Wednesday, October 26th at 7 p.m. at the Laemmle Royal Cinema in West LA. We're going to be showing Greg Palast's new film, Vigilante, Georgia Votes Russian Hitman, narrated by Rosario Dawson. After the movie, Greg Palast will be doing a live Q&A about his film. Go to kpfkmovie.org to get your tickets now. That's kpfkmovie.org to see his latest film, Vigilante, Georgia's Vote Suppression Hitman, narrated by Rosario Dawson. Get your tickets now at kpfkmovie.org, kpfkmovie.org to see Vigilante at the Laemmle Royal Cinema in West LA on Wednesday, October 26th at 7 p.m. 90.7 KPFK, Los Angeles.
Investigators have traced the salmon from a seafood distributor based in California and Arizona. The FDA has confirmed 21 cases in California, 11 in Arizona, 1 in Illinois. 13 people who got sick had to go to the hospital. Pasadena Police Department proposed a permitting process for concealed carry weapons.
Under the process, people would need 3 letters of reference and a meeting with the police chief. Pasadena Police Commander Mark Goodman says the chief would have the ability to order a polygraph test.
It'll absolutely be on a case-by-case basis. I don't think everyone will have to go to a polygraph exam.
The LA County Sheriff's Department recently sent CCW permitting back to cities. The department anticipated getting more applications than it could handle following a Supreme Court decision that eliminated the need to show good cause to carry a gun. In Pasadena, Blake Trolley, KFI News.
A teenager accused of fatally shooting 4 students and hurting more at a high school in Michigan is expected to plead guilty to all 24 charges next week. Students' parents were also charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Investigators say last November the students' parents were called to the school the morning of the shooting to discuss their son's drawing. Had a gun pointing at the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." The student was not sent home from Oxford High School. The alleged shooter is doing court Monday. Funeral services has taken place in North Carolina for 5 people killed in a mass shooting in Raleigh. A celebration of life is set for this evening for 16-year-old James Thompson. ABC's Tony Marino says the teen is the brother of the accused shooter, who's 15.
A public visitation for 29-year-old police officer Gabriel Torres takes place today ahead of his Saturday morning funeral. Susan Carnes will also be laid to rest on Saturday. Mary Marshall's funeral will be held on what was supposed to be her wedding day next Saturday.
Services for another woman have not been announced. Officials say the teen arrested for the shootings last week had a shotgun and a handgun and a knife. Prosecutors say he will be charged as an adult. Pfizer is going to start to charge around $110 to $130 for a dose of its COVID-19 vaccine once the U.S. government stops buying and distributing it. It says it could start early next year. The shots will probably still be free for people with private health insurance or covered through Medicare or Medicaid. The Affordable Care Act requires insurers to cover many vaccines without paying people paying out of pocket. The company also has an income-based assistance program so people without insurance can get the shots. And it was 57 years ago today. See what you did there. The Beatles sat inside Abbey Road Studios and wrote Norwegian Wood. The song started with the title of This Bird Has Flown. George Harrison used a sitar for the song to give it a psychedelic sound. Fab Four finished the recording in 3 takes. It wasn't released to the public until December 3rd, 1965, when it appeared on Rubber Soul. We'll check the 91 freeway. Hey!
Well, about 20 years ago, Bill and Kathleen went to look for windows for their home, right? Horrible experience. So what they do? They started American Vision Windows. How cool is that? American Vision Windows is the best. We have 3 of them in our house, looking at a fourth, and I love them. I know a lot of people work here. Neil Spader talks about them all the time. He said it actually changed the entire vibe and look of his home. And I believe the guy, right? Has never lied to me in his life. So, a lot of reasons why you should choose American Vision Windows. One is that all the windows are custom made, so they're built specifically for your home. They're going to look great, and you're going to be looking at the windows you buy for the next 30, 40, or 50 years. Might as well look at beauties, right? They're revolutionizing the home industry one customer at a time while improving the lives of their employees for the better. Happens to work. Right now, a big special going on. Buy 4 or more windows and save $750. Buy 7 or more and save $1,000. And buy 10 or more and save $1,500. So phone them up. 877-318-3757. That's 877-318-3757. Or visit them online. AmericanVisionWindows.com. Offer expires 10/31/22. California CSB 778-326.
Patchy fog and a chance of some drizzle through the night. Please watch your driving if you hit it. Slick roads out there. Lows around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, gradually clearing, mostly sunny and cooler. 10 to 15 degrees cooler. Highs around 60 at the beaches. Close to 70 Metro LA, Orange County. Below 80 inland and Pine Valleys. A little bit cooler out there in Palm Desert, especially around the Morocco. About the same temperatures on Sunday and a little warmer again on Monday, not too much. Right now in Anaheim, 72, Newport Beach, 67, Cerritos, 70, Long Beach, 68 degrees. KFI Money Report. The Dow finished up 749. NASDAQ was up 245. S&P was up 87. The average price of regular gas in California is $5.83 a gallon. Things are slow in Anaheim Hills.
This is on 91 eastbound, where the drive is just loading up, getting away from Imperial Highway. They flow all the way to Pierce and Riverside, and on the westbound side of the 91 rolling into Fullerton, that's a crash. Now, it started by blocking the left lane at Euclid. That Highway Patrol said we've got all lanes blocked off right now. Looks like they're trying to clear everything off to the side. And that's really causing a slow drive all the way from Kramer-Grossell. It's tough in the Cajon Pass, 15 northbound, leaving Sierra all the way to the 138. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Aisha Martinez.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you. Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's California attorneys. 1455 Gracie Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
Termite problems? Search PacificCoastTermite.com or call 800-PACIFIC.
For all your leak through plumbing problems, call NextGen at 833-NEXTGEN, 833-3NEXTGEN.
Find new roads at your Southern California Chevy dealers.
American Vision Windows, SoCal's choice for energy-efficient windows and doors. AmericanVisionWindows.com.
More stimulating talk.
An iHeart radio station.
With a lot to